This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. We're doing another video review today. Today's flavor is called Photo Quiz Challenge. As you can see, I've got it on my springboard right there, ready to go. Without any further ado, I guess I will describe this really quickly. This app is a game for iOS. It's always good to give you the general setting right. So this is a game, and the game in question is fairly similar to, say, those old photo games you probably played as a kid where you were shown one photo and then another photo and something was slightly different, or multiple things were slightly different, and you had to find the differences. And, that's kind of similar to what's offered here, so I'm going to go ahead and slap this and show you exactly what Photo Quiz Challenge has to offer. There's the boot screen. I always like to show you those. So here's the main menu, and as you can see, this is kind of a gaudy setup. It actually did bother me a little bit that the design of this app is a bit slapdash. It's kind of a picky thing to go off of. Again, the Game Center integration just popped down, so this does have that. But the design is a little bit rough. I'd probably go back and having some smoother intertextual menus would be great. These buttons do work well and they're nicely centered. But this up here is a bit messy, and it just kind of comes across as slightly tacky, not too much. And again, that's my personal preference. So take that as you will. But to go into the gameplay here, you've got your buttons down here, some extras. You can suggest pictures actually for the game. You just hit this, and then you can send them in, and they promise to use them in the next updates if they like them. You can also share this to Facebook, which is nice. But other than that, there's not really much else to this that we need to talk about. Except for settings, I do have the music off. The sounds are really irritating. I'm going to leave them on just so you can hear them, but they really got on my nerves pretty quick. So I did have this off when I was playing it. And you can set the language too. There are quite a few languages. So if you're like me and prefer French, that's not here. But you do have Spanish and Italian. And, of course, English for all of us Anglophones. So, let's go ahead and get straight into the game. That's enough me talking. The difference here between those games that I was talking about and then this is you're given a photo, and as you can see, you're given a certain amount of time to look at it. And then you have to essentially study everything about the photo and memorize all the last details, because there's a question that comes up next, which says which nation belongs to the airplane. And I wasn't looking, so I'm not really sure, so we're going to guess. I think it was Italy. And see if you get it wrong, it'll tell you, and again, those sounds get really irritating after a little while. But so this is the basic premise. You're given 3 lives. When we go back to the next question, you'll see I've got hearts along the top that clue you into how many lives you've got, and you're supposed to memorize as much as possible. How many Dalmatians have you seen? I wasn't paying attention to this. Wow, I'm terrible at guessing. But you get 3 chances, and then hopefully your score is higher by the time you find the game over. Mine usually wasn't, and the problem is that you often don't know what you're looking for, and this isn't so big of a deal if the questions are consistent. But it kind of runs the gambit as far as sometimes it's how many people were in the picture, and that's a fairly easy question. That's when you can know right off the bat you're probably looking for. But then sometimes it's like, how many hairs did the guy in the third left have? And it's kind of out of left field, and it's a bit hard to do, especially when you don't know what you're looking for when you're playing, and that's kind of the problem. If I were to suggest anything, I would say have the ability to filter the pictures, to say I want to look for small details questions, or maybe counting questions, or even the minor differences questions would be good. Just the ability to filter the photos out would kind of give you more of a clue as to what you're looking for, and it would really help out the gameplay. The pacing as well could be slightly better, whereas say you start out with easier questions and then work your way up to more difficult ones, this kind of giving a crescendo effect to the gameplay, which is kind of needed, I would say. This gets stale not too quickly. You can spend a lot of time with this app, and it's great for, say a morning commute, or if you're stuck in the queue somewhere and you just want to play something. And there's also an online game function, which works very well when you can find players. That was my biggest problem with this, was there simply weren't that many people playing. So I hit play now, and either it would take a very long time before I could play someone, or it never happened at all. So we're going to go back. You do have scores as well, and achievements, which is nice for us achievement hounds like me. And you can see your stats as well. My stats aren't that great, so we're going to skip that. But that's essentially what Photo Quiz Challenge is offering. So at the end of the day, it's a good app. It's got a lot of fun gameplay, and its pricing is fantastic. It's priced appropriately at $1 in the App Store, so you can't go wrong there. But there are quite a few things that I would like to see fixed. So with that in mind, we're going to give it a tentative 3.5 out of 5-star rating. And this is one to watch, you know, with future updates. It could have a better future than it has now. It's still a fun gameplay. Like I said, it's great for when you're sitting, you know, in the queue somewhere and you just need to kill some time. This is a great way to do it. So with that in mind, you know, definitely it's recommended. Give it a go if you like it. It's a fun time waster, and it will only cost you $1. So 3.5 out of 5 stars. This has been Luke Patrick reviewing for the iPhoneAppReview.com. And as usual, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free to check out, you know, all the other videos that we've got up on our YouTube channel, and we're always posting more, you know, frequently. Or you can go to the iPhoneAppReview.com for heaps of written ones as well. So thanks for tuning in, you guys, and we'll check you later. Bye.